Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. It's gonna only take a minute, so just sit right there. I'm finna tell you how I got kicked off the school bus. Now listen up, cause this shit was not fair. What's up, gang? It's your boy Control Marquise, and I am back with another video. I know I've been gone for a little minute, but we had some issues to work out, alright? But anyway, I'm finna tell y'all the story about when they tried to say I was a terrorist and kicked me off the school bus. In 7th grade, I had just had my first school fight. So in middle school, I probably was like only 4.5 feet because I was going to 9th grade. I was 4'9", so I was short as hell. I was small as heck, but that did not stop me. No, don't pick on me because I had a mouth on me. I wasn't afraid to back it up. And you try me, I'm gonna be all over your ass like right on rice. I don't care if you 7 foot, you can be a 8'2", bitch. I'm finna fight your ass like I'm 8'2" as well. But anyway, so a lot of people in the middle school, by my 7th grade year, everybody already labeled me as a little crazy or rambunctious or the loudest black kid, you know? So they really didn't mess with me. And for those who did, they older than me, like high school, and didn't know, or just wanted to take a while on the wild side because I ain't back down from nobody, and I wasn't finna have it. So one day after school, we get on the school bus. My sister and I. My sister's only 11 months younger than me, so she was in a grade under me. So you know, we got on the school bus after school. We didn't ride the school bus much because the bus driver and I, we had already had a long history within the first few weeks of 7th grade. He fucked with me. He kicked me off the bus a couple times. He wrote me up. Like, you know, we didn't like each other. So we knew that. So when I got on the school bus, like, I already know, don't get on this bus acting crazy because he don't like you. So we get on the bus, and the way the bus systems were set up at Lakeshore, I don't know how it is now, but they would pick up this kids from the middle school, then they would go across the street and pick up the kids from the high school. Now, I didn't really sit in the back of the bus because fuck that. Rosa didn't go to jail and fight for us for nothing. And it was always the kids who wanted to be down, like the middle schoolers who wanted to be down, or the dusty white high schoolers, you know, no shade, no tea. But they always sat in the back of the bus. And you know, so I always sat, you know, in the middle. I didn't want to sit in the front by the school bus driver, so I fucking sat in the middle of the bus, you know, toward, you know, just the middle. Me and Leah. Leah sat in front of me, and I sat wherever I sat. And I noticed it was kind of strange because not 2 rows behind me was like 2 boys that went to the middle school who didn't fuck with me, and we always got into it. And then when we went across the street to the high school, behind them sat this one high schooler that I just absolutely did not fuck with. Like, I ain't fuck with these people, this group of people right here. I didn't. We always got into it. We always feuded. And so, you know, I'm sitting on the bus as the bus ride continues. I'm sitting on the bus. I'm minding my business, and out of nowhere, all I hear is Gary Coleman. Hey, Gary Coleman. Like, Gary Coleman. Like, and so I'm looking and I'm sitting. I'm chilling with Leah like, damn, we finna get a special guest or something on the bus. Like, we finna see somebody famous today. Okay. And then, like, it went from Gary Coleman to, hey, you free Obama doll. You free Obama doll. Free Obama. Free Obama. Look, the free Obama doll. Like, and so now I'm looking at Leah, and she looking like, come on, girl. I think they talking about you. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, I know they're talking about me. And so at this point, I'm getting kind of mad because I know I can't really do too much because the bus driver gonna try to kick me off the bus, and we ain't even made it halfway home yet. I ain't finna call my mama until they come pick me up from school, because I don't want to go through that no more. So, we ride the bus. We going to the bus. We on the bus, and it continues to happen. And they throwing shit. And so, at this point, I'm irritated. So, I turn around like, dang, can y'all leave me the F alone? Like, what the heck? Like, what? And, you know, I might have said some cuss words or whatnot. I had a mouth on me. And my sister like, look, just calm down. Just calm down. It'll be okay. And they still doing it. Still talking. Still ranting. Free Obama. Free Obama. So, and at this point, I'm rocking in my seat. I'm pissed the hell off. I'm mad. Like, I'm ready to, like, I'm mad. And so, out of nowhere, I'm rocking in my seat. And, like, and then Leah, like, well, Mooker, record them. Like, Mom said, just record them. So, I goes to pick up my, I goes to pull out my phone. And out of nowhere, boom, a fucking plastic rat lands in my seat with a swastika and the words nigger right across of it. And so at this point, I look at the rat and I jump out my seat like, bitch, what's up? Because I'm ready to swap it up because you didn't cross the line. And so while I'm in mid-air, Leah grabs me like, well, no, Mooker, chill out. Just calm down, Mooker, just calm down. And so I'm, like, you just, like, I'm going off, like, you know, at this point, they still throwing shit, so I'm throwing stuff back, like, I'm trying to, like, at this point, I'm mad. I'm trying to get to them. Like, I'm trying to draw blood. So I start throwing textbooks. I'm throwing notebooks, book bags. I'm throwing other people's book bags. I'm throwing whatever I can to get my hands on them because, bitch, y'all done tried it. And they only sat, a row or two behind me. But it's the fact that my sister has me pinned, like, held, like, to the bus seat, like, chill out, Mooker, just chill out. Just chill out. And so I can't really do, I'm restrained. And so, they still, Gary, call me. Gary, call me. I'm like, ooh, y'all just better be glad I can get my hands on you. Y'all better be glad. And so, I knew the bus driver saw everything that went on. I knew that he heard them calling me names. I knew that he saw me sitting in my seat. Because every day, I saw him constantly watching me out that little mirror. You know that little mirror that they... Constantly. I knew he was doing it. So, at this time, he pulls the bus over. He come to me talking, or he come to Leah talking about some, you better get his ass under control right now, or I'm kicking you guys off my bus. And I heard that, and so my immediate intention, literally goes from the kids picking on me to the fucking bus driver yelling at my sister. So, I'm like, I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to. You won't talk to her like that. You not her motherfucking daddy. Like, you know, I goes off on him. And yeah, I shouldn't have cussed because I was a kid. But you're not finna talk to my sister like that. I don't know who you thought you was. You're not her dad. You're not her mother. You're not none of that. So, by me being the oldest, like, I stuck up for my siblings. And so, me and the bus driver arguing like, you need to chill out, and I'm like, you happy because they fucking let you from the back of the bus to the front of the bus to drive this motherfucker? You ain't nowhere, you still a fucking slave. Leave me the fuck alone and drop me the fuck off at home. Like, this is what I'm telling the bus driver. And, I guess he goes to the front, picks up the radio and calls whoever the fuck they call on the radio. Because, what the fuck? I don't know. So, I guess they tell him to just drop me back off at home or whatever because next thing you know, like, I don't care. I'm back and forth yelling at the kids to the bus driver. All the little white girls is, this is so funny. Oh my God. I'm like, bitch, this ain't funny. Y'all see me mad. Y'all see this? And, you know, they didn't get it because they're white kids. You know, they didn't. The racial tension behind it. They just didn't get that. And then, which pissed me off too because the bus driver, he never even, you know, he never even acknowledged the fact that they were being so racist towards me. You know, like, I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm still standing up in the seat, cussing out the bus driver, the students, everybody. Leah's still holding me, and next thing you know, she's, Mooker, let's go. We're getting off the bus. We're getting off the bus. It's time to go home. Still talking, still running my mouth. And, but I'm still yelling at the bus, still, you know, trying to go off, all that. Bus driver pulling off. Next thing you know, my mama coming outside like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, what's going on? Mom and they was picking on me. They called me up with Gary comments and this is that. And by this time, Leah's like, Mom, they did this to Mooker. And she's like, oh my God, Mooker, they did this to they threw this at you. Oh my goodness, what did the bus driver do? I'm like, he ain't do nothing but tell you to shut up and handle me. And so she's like, oh, I'm going up to the school. I'm going up to the school. But the next morning, we wake up, we go to school. So the next morning, we get up and we get ready to go to school. My mom had already told me the night before, look, Mooker, I'm coming up there, so don't worry about it. So as soon as I get off the bus, I already know my mom on her way up there, so I really don't give a damn. As soon as I get off the bus, I see Miss Gruner wicked ass sitting at the door like, Cottrell, come here, we have to talk. And ain't nothing in this world that anybody can say to me to tell me that this bitch was not a witch. She was a definite witch. This bitch looked like a witch. She act like a witch. The bitch was a witch. But anyway, she's like, Cottrell, we have to meet in my office. So could you come here for a minute? And so at this point, I know my mama on her way to the school. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Because bitch, I want to talk to you anyway. So she's like, when we get to the office, not even 5 minutes later, my mama walked in. She's like, okay, well now we have both here. I want to talk to you about the little altercation that you had on the bus yesterday. You did get a good review. I'm like, a good review? Did you hear what happened? Like, did you hear how they tried to be? I'm like, shut up, just be quiet. You know, let me handle it. So she's like, well, what did you hear on the bus? You know? And she's like, well, we heard that Cottrell, well, the bus driver wrote him up, and this is what the write-up slip says. Well, it says, and I read, Cottrell was holding the bus hostage in a terrorist manner. He had all the kids afraid for his life. He was being very disrespectful to me, the bus driver. This is what the assistant principal was reading. Me, the bus driver. And he could have caused me to have an accident. Just a whole bunch of bullshit. So I'm hearing this, and again, I start rocking because I don't hear shit about these badass kids calling me Gary Coleman and free your fucking bomber dolls. Like, what the heck? And they saw I held the bus hostage. And mind you, I'm not even 4.5 feet tall. Not even 100 pounds yet. And I'm looking like, me and Mom were looking at each other like, you held the bus hostage? Really, Mooker? She looking at me like, I had some type of set it off gear or something. No! This is what the bus driver wrote. And so my mom like, well, is there a tape? Because every time he gets in trouble, you guys speak, of a tape. There's always this tape. He's on a tape. You guys, there's always a tape. So is there like a tape for this incident? And she's like, well, no, there isn't a tape. But the bus driver, he saw everything with his own eyes. And so my mom was like, okay, at this point, did he see the kids throwing stuff at my son? Did he see the kids, calling him out his name? And then she's like, well, no, he didn't say that the kids did anything like that. And so she pulls out her pocket, the rat with the swastika on it. She was like, well, what's that? Like, what? He didn't make this. He didn't bring this home and just make the story up. He didn't get off the bus crying, because he was so angry at kids picking on him. And my mom, she was never one of those parents that were trying to go in there and cuss somebody out or trying to be rowdy, because we were already some of the only black kids in the school district. Then we were the only black kids that probably lived inside of the school district. So they already had this label on us like we were just ghetto black kids from the hood. But we had never even lived in the hood. My mom worked hard for everything that she gave us, everything that she put us through. Everything, for everything we had. So we weren't those type of kids. We weren't no dust buckets. We always had nice clothes. We always were well spoken. We were good kids. She was one of those people that can always put you together in the most respectful way possible to make your ass feel like the biggest dummy ever. You know, she was always one of those type of people. So after she threw the rat with the swastika on the table, and she's like going down the list of things that all the kids did, the lady like, oh my goodness, I didn't know any of this. Oh my goodness. Like, you know, and then I peep her grab the little rat off the table, and she slides it off the table, puts it in her little desk drawer. And no, I didn't think nothing of it, but what she was doing was trying to get rid of the evidence. But anyway, she still stood her ground. She still was like, well, she apologized for all the racial bullying. And then she was like, well, I still feel like it's a good thing that Control does not get back on this bus, because him and the bus driver has had previous altercations, and it's just not a good idea for him to get back on the bus with these students. They don't feel safe around him, and all this, just a whole bunch of bull crap, for real. And then, you know, at this point, my mom, she just pissed because she sees, like, it's just nothing but they siding with the white kids. The black man in the situation might as well be a fucking white man anyway. It was just a lot of bullshit, you know, and then nothing ever came about it. Nothing ever came from it. My mom even tried to go over their head. She went to the superintendent. She went to, you know, all that. Like, nothing even came about. Long story short, I never got back on the school bus again because I was kicked off the school bus. And then by the time I was able to get back on the school bus, it was 8th grade. The bus driver didn't even work, or if he did work there, when, you know, we didn't talk or whatever. Fuck that man. But like I said, yeah, it was just a bunch of bullcrap.
Okay, here's my impression of William Shatner singing the alphabet. A,
Alexa,
B, C, D.
Stop. Yo, why the fuck I thought that was Gemini talking?
Okay, here's my impression of William
Alexa,
Shatner singing the alphabet.
Alexa, stop. But that's my cue to end a goddamn on video. This stuff happened in middle school. And you know, I'm not gonna say I'm holding any grudges or nothing. But honestly, if I saw anybody from the fucking assistant principal down to the motherfucker students to the bus driver, if I saw any one of them today, I probably will boom one of their ass on their damn neck. Conjure the strength from God or something, because somebody going up in the air, because I feel like I was so traumatized after this situation, because like even like for a while I had a beef with Gary Coleman. Like I couldn't even watch Different Strokes no more. Then I had a beef with like Obama, like, and then when it came out with like that Obama like plush doll, oh, I really thought the bitch was trying to make fun of me. Oh, you couldn't tell me shit in the world. I didn't like Obama. I didn't like Gary Coleman. Oh, baby. It took me a minute to get off. I was traumatized. I had PTSD. Our kids are so cruel. And that was my first time experiencing firsthand racism. Like, even though my mom had us living in a predominantly white neighborhood, we went to a pretty much all-white school. When we first started going to Lakeshore area schools, and like I was in kindergarten, my sister was in preschool, we were the only black kids in probably the district. For real. So it was like, you know, kind of normal to see nothing but white people all day, every day. So up until 7th grade, I had never even experienced racism. Like, I've heard of racism. I know racism existed, but I was just like, you know what? It was a fairy tale to me up until I experienced it first fucking hand. But you know, it's over. It's done with. And that's my story about how I got kicked off the bus. I was labeled as a terrorist. And yeah. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And leave some comments down below. If y'all want to know the names of the people that tried to torture me on the school bus, leave some comments. I might drop them down now. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace. Alright.